And welcome to the show. It is Two Guys, Two Things, coming at you live tonight. This is Wednesday Night live from Sacramento.
Yep, true.
And we're doing this because of the anniversary. It's the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live this year.
Yeah, that's been happening.
We thought that we would jump on the bandwagon and do our 50th anniversary.
Yeah, we've been doing this podcast 50 years. It started in 75. What did I think? Yeah, SNL started in 79.
I have no idea.
Obviously, it didn't.
No.
75 didn't count. It's the worst cast, probably, right?
Probably the worst cast. But we've been doing our podcast for 50 years. We were, I think, if you think about that, we were the first podcast ever.
Oh, no, we were. Yeah, it's surprising we only have 500 followers.
Remember our first guest?
Yes, I do remember our first guest.
Let's see if this. I got one. I got mine. Let's see if you got yours. On three, we're gonna say it. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Johnny Carson.
Pearl.
Oh, we're in the same area.
All right,
we're in the same area.
I think maybe I can't remember who was first or second. It was one of the two. I can't remember. I can't remember that far back. Yeah, anyway, hey, we made it to 50, and you're looking good, Chris. You're looking really good.
I appreciate it, man. You too.
Thank you.
No, really, I was just saying that because you say that after someone gives you a compliment.
Oh no, I'm sad. Anyway, but this is the comedy podcast where we take two semi-trending topics and we discuss them.
4
ad nauseum. 15 hours.
Minutes.
Oh, I thought this was a 30-hour.
Oh, this is a podcast-a-thon. We're staying live for.
It's gonna be a 24-hour podcast
for at least 24 hours.
We should do that.
Oh, I want to.
Really? That you'll do?
Oh yeah, of course I'll do that.
Okay.
That's fun, dude. That's super fun.
Who would stay for that?
Not us.
Not even us.
No.
we would leave.
But no, people.
Hey, you got this the next 8 hours, right?
That's me. Go take a nap.
Yeah.
No, people like that stuff, but just not us doing it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But I've thought about it. It would be hard to do because we can't just do like this. We would need, because there'd be times we got up, moved around.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we need multiple cameras.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be super fun. I just don't know the logistics of it, how that would go. But
I would love it. I would love that because I think that might be a good way to also get some subscribers.
I would.
If you promote it.
Yeah. Like in Twitch and stuff, like Kai did it, but you got a subscribe-a-thon, but you're just live and trying to just.
Kai did it?
Kai Cenat.
Who's that?
Like one of the biggest YouTubers, Twitchers. He did one for 30 days, but he did one for 24 hours, like Kevin Hart.
He did a 30-day streaming?
Yeah, but he has like a mansion.
30 days?
Yeah, but multiple cameras. Like it's not.
Did he go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And like he showed that?
And you have other people on. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like there's like 15, 20, 30 cameras. Like he's all through his house.
In his bathroom? He's got 30 cameras in his bathroom?
That's what I said.
That's gross.
That's what I said. Come on.
I thought that'd be funny also to rhyme his name. Okay.
But I would like to do a 24-hour.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I would love to do it. We got to figure out the logistics of it, but I would love to do it.
Hour like 17 would just be like silence.
We're just watching movies.
That'd be awesome.
It's like, all right, we're gonna watch Harry Potter. Like we don't know what else to do. Yeah, well, I guess we could just watch TV and start talking. We'd have to have like not scripted, but a lot of notes and a lot of like, okay, we got to get to things. If we die, down, but we got to get to things. So we got to have like,
we all these we got to get to. Then like 3 hours in, okay, I went through everything.
No, well, yeah, I mean, only do it if we lose.
I really
steam,
blew that load.
Like, we'd lose steam for sure, but we definitely would have to have a good notebook of like things we can go to.
Like a good lovemaking session. I'm thinking, this is going to last all night.
Sure.
10 minutes later.
Sure. But I would imagine that like it would be dumb things like, we're playing, we just play games, Monopoly. We do, we'd have to just like do.
People would watch this, huh? Really?
Again, probably not us specifically,
all right.
But a 24-hour live stream, yes.
Because we only do an hour. I mean, no one watches that. So why would they watch 24? What I'm saying.
It would be a 24-hour from somebody.
What if we just did the 24 hours and then we used each of those hours for we do the whole podcast in one night for the whole season?
Oh, sure.
And we just pull
just a bunch of stories.
Yep. And that's it.
All right, we did it.
We're done.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah, nice seeing you, man.
Took 1 day.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right. Well, for us to decide who gets to tell that 15-minute story first.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this.
We're
actually doing a podcast. We're not just talking.
Well, it's a podcast.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun to talk.
We are talking.
I know, but you're jumping to the story so quick.
So quick. It's already been like 30 minutes.
But for 30 minutes, get out of here.
We're already 1/23rd in the way into a 24-hour podcast.
Let's just do it.
Okay,
you got work tomorrow?
We're going all night. I do. Let's go.
Oh no, you do?
You got to come to work with me.
Yeah, I'm sure your school will love that.
Yeah. Anyway, to decide who gets to tell that story first is we do a thing called
Keep on.
This Week in Elon. And it works like this. If there is no news on Elon Musk, then I get to tell my story first. But if there is news on Elon Musk, then Chris, you get to tell your story first. You tell me what's going on. Is there anything going on with Elon?
There is something going on with Elon, so
Okay.
we're gonna get to that after I have a question for you. No, I'm just kidding. No. Let's get to it. So there is news on Elon. I don't know if people know this, but I don't know. He's a bit of a jerk, a little bit of a weirdo lately.
Okay.
You know,
Lately?
Yeah, lately. I think at first people liked him. He was fun and eccentric and everything.
He smoked pot on podcast.
Yeah. But then I think just people got tired of it pretty quickly.
I think he thought it was a podcast.
Nice. So he's in the news.
Can I just say right now, I have no writers.
Oh,
I
right.
create my own material.
We know.
Okay, just
we know.
Just want to get that out there.
But really, because he's out of the Doge stuff. Tesla's tanking. So he's trying to stay low, but there was a sighting of him in a nice fancy restaurant in New York.
Okay.
And he was out with a couple of his friends. People recorded it and posted this. But so
his friends?
A couple.
Okay.
A couple. So, but apparently he was at this, fancy steakhouse, and he was living up. Ordered a couple bottles of wine.
It was Ruth.
Not Ruth Chris.
Okay.
No, that's not fancy. That's a fake fancy.
Okay.
That's Sacramento fancy.
Sizzler.
That's Sacramento fancy.
Sizzler?
I'm talking New York fancy.
Okay.
And
Chris Ruth.
I am going to start a restaurant called Chris Ruth. That's because my grandma's name is Ruth.
Okay.
And so ordered a couple bottles of wine. They were appetizers for the table, and he got to the main entrees. There were drinks, and got to main entrees. People were ordering their chicken Laurent. They
were ordering their chicken all wrong.
Laurent,
Okay,
and another fancy meal.
Chicken all right.
Crab stuffed shrimp.
Okay.
They were going out eating all night. But what was weird is they found out that what the people noticed is Elon Musk ordered his steak, and everyone, after a couple drinks, ordered his steak. They saw the waiter bring it to the table. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk, as the waiter was walking away, stopped him and asked for ketchup.
Okay.
Not okay.
Not okay?
On a steak, Elon Musk eats his steak with ketchup. That's the big news in New York's fancy cities.
Was this page 6?
It was page 6. I read it from. Everyone's talking about it.
Is that such a crime?
It is one of the biggest, I'd say.
Is it one of the biggest crimes?
One of the biggest, I'd say.
What is okay to put on a steak? Applesauce?
That's pork chops.
Oh.
Pork chops and
Can you do
applesauce.
any fruit? Can you do a fruit on steak?
On a steak? No.
No?
No.
Fruit's not allowed?
No, I've seen like some flank steak and stuff with like a mango chutney.
Okay.
Something
right.
something like that. But that's not like a steak, like a pure steak. No, like most steak, what's okay to put on is not much. It's like a nice garlic butter that's melted over it and you eat it.
Okay.
But most steak coming from a restaurant like that, just eat it. Like
you see it plain.
You call it plain, but it's not plain though.
What is
you let the flavor and the
Heinz
texture.
57?
No. Wow, A1 sauce.
A1, baby.
Yeah. It at a home steak, sure. Home steaks.
If you got to choose between A1 or Worcestershire, what are you doing?
It depends what you're doing though, because A1 is something you pour over stuff. Worcestershire is like something you like cook with.
People just can.
Yeah.
Okay,
on a steak, it's.
Don't you do horseradish?
Horseradish is something you can definitely do.
So that's at a fancy restaurant. You do horseradish.
Yeah, you do a horseradish for sure. That's something you can definitely do.
Okay.
But you usually let the food speak for itself with something like that. You're not drowning it.
Okay.
And then definitely not ketchup.
How about mayo? Did you put mayo on a steak?
Never.
Okay.
That's weird.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's like a it's a fat. It's like a butter, I guess. It's just
I know,
it's
right?
just oil and egg.
Yeah.
So
How about an egg? Can you put an egg on a
yeah,
steak?
why not? It's steak and eggs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you don't put it on it, but you eat it with it.
Okay. All right. So ketchup on the steak.
That's the big news. Ketchup on steak. That's how Elon Musk eats it.
And that will probably be the end of him then,
No, he's done. Canceled.
just like his steak.
Canceled.
All right. Well, that Chris,
He does eat it well done too.
Does he?
That's not a good thing either.
Okay. No. How should you eat it?
It's
Raw?
medium.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't do a well done steak in a fancy restaurant.
No.
No, of course not.
But that sounds like oh, can I have it well done? I want it well done.
No.
Not well bad.
Good done.
Yeah, good. I want it well.
I want a good steak.
Yeah, can you make it good?
That's what I'm asking.
It's like
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I remember.
Not medium. I don't want medium good.
Right.
All the way good.
When I had I remember going like a barber when I was a kid, and they said, "Oh, you got such fair hair."
Fair
I
hair.
was like, "Oh, thank you."
Not thank you, right?
I thought that was like,
Yeah.
that's good.
So
fair
the
is
barber
good.
thought you were going bald as a kid.
But I thought it was a compliment.
Well,
Like, oh, thank you. I got fair hair.
did you thank him? Did you?
I did. I said, "Thank you very much, Mr. Barber, sir."
And he's like, "You're a dumb kid."
And then then he cut me. Yeah. He was actually Johnny Depp. Okay.
Oh, got it. Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Barber
of
you need to go
Seville.
first. Put 15 minutes on the clock there, Chris. And what do you got for your story?
All right, today.
Put 15 minutes on.
Oh, fuck, 15 minutes. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Good save, Chris. Good save.
15 minutes is on the clock. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk AI.
Hmm?
We're going to talk AI. As everyone knows, big fans of the show, I'm a fan of AI. I think,
And I am not.
right. I hear you. I do recognize that there's a lot of dumb things that people do with AI. There's a lot of dumb parts about AI, but I think overall and ultimately, AI is a good thing and a useful thing that's going to happen.
You're playing right into their hands, Chris.
I know. That's what they want me to think.
Good Lord.
So, this lady I'm talking about today, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if she agrees with me more or you more because she really recognizes AI. We'll see what you think. Whose side is she on? So, some people say this lady we're talking about today, I guess if you asked her husband, has a little too much trust in AI. This is a lady from Greece. Okay. So, didn't name her, but an unnamed mother of two. They've been married for 12 years.
Okay.
To her husband.
Yeah.
Asked Chat GPT to analyze the remains of her husband's coffee cup as like a tea reading. So it'd be funny to take a picture of it and then have AI do a reading like you do with tea leaves.
Okay. Yeah. So I've heard of this for tea leaves. There's a thing for coffee?
No, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. But that's why this lady's dumb.
Okay.
But they had their coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And she thought it'd be funny to take pictures of inside the coffee and have AI analyze it.
Okay.
This is for fun thing.
Sure. Why not?
So, obviously, I guess there's some for coffee because the reading involves patterns in tea leaves or coffee grounds or wine sediment. So coffee works too.
Okay.
To discern the future.
Okay.
But that's the thing. That's not even about Chat GPT or AI. That's just a thing.
How did that start? I wonder. Like how?
It's I guess any of that stuff, right? I mean, to me, it's the same as like the Bible, where it's just like the people just said things and like, yeah, this is true. This is what we do.
I mean, sort of. I mean, it's a little bit different. It's written down. There's things. I mean, like this is like palm reading.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, exactly. Well,
you have a wrinkle.
Yeah, all of it's a ruse, right? To get people's money and to
what?
And to you've done the how much did you pay? Last reading you did.
Well, I mean, I gave my kid up for adoption.
Oh,
based upon what she told me.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's
Really?
all ruse. It's all ruse.
Well.
No, I think it was either to get people's money, or to convince people you are empowered. Like you should be respected and listen to me because I can tell the future. I can. So I think it was just all of it's fake. So it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, just like coffee ground. I mean, I feel like it depends upon the type of coffee you're drinking. Are you drinking like good stuff or cheap
right,
stuff?
or Folgers or something.
Instant coffee?
Yeah,
What do you do then?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Maybe that.
Anyway.
And by the way, what coffee you're drinking where there's grounds at the bottom of it? You're supposed to filter that shit out. Like if you have a French press.
It gets through.
If you have a French press.
It all gets through,
No,
Chris.
it doesn't. You don't have grounds.
No.
So she uploaded the
Can't sit with
photograph
chaff.
to the bottom of her husband's coffee cup, and sent it off to Chat GPT.
Okay.
Okay. And
The private investigation
so here's a
department
picture,
of
here's a
ChatGPT.
picture of the coffee cup.
Ugh, those aren't grounds.
Yeah, this just feels like there's something wrong with your coffee,
Well, it's very thick.
and it looks like blood.
It looks okay. I was gonna go. It looks like molasses.
Oh, sure, a molasses
And a little bit like a dirty toilet.
yeah, a little bit.
But I will say this:
a little bit.
I did go to Italy years ago,
Okay,
and espresso and like
right.
smaller amount of coffee than what we're used to in America, but super dark.
Oh, really?
Like it's like whoa. And again, I wasn't as big of a drinker of coffee yet as I am now.
You're right.
So I would like to go back and
But was it
experience it again.
technically coffee or was it espresso?
I think
That's different.
I mean, still there's coffee in espresso.
I mean, there's coffee beans and there's espresso beans, right?
It's all coffee though.
No, it's not though, right?
Well,
The
I mean,
espresso
it's
beans are
from the
different.
same bean.
Just how you, whatever you do to the bean, makes it different.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, you sing to it or
Right. I remember. I do remember reading.
spank
that.
it.
Yeah.
Nurtured bean or
When I went
trauma
to,
bean.
when I went to Hawaii, we went to a place called O Farms, and they had coffee plants, and they made their coffee straight on that farm.
Plants?
Well, yeah. I mean, the
Trees?
Well, it's a plant,
Okay.
but they had like
I don't go to trees and say, "What a nice plant."
Yeah, well, it's all plant. But you had they make it directly there. But on the tour
Isn't it a tree?
of the
It's not a
no,
bush.
it's not, it's like a it almost
Oh my
looked like,
god, we got this. I feel so stupid right now.
and it almost looked like a hybrid. It was bigger than a bush, but it didn't have a trunk like a tree.
Okay. Maybe it is a bush.
Maybe.
Ask the damn question.
But on the tour, like on the farm where they grow this stuff, we picked and ate like the natural, like the berry.
Oh yeah.
It was
sure.
super good. And then I
Really?
don't even like coffee, but they poured us some that like they fucking just made. It was like it didn't have like anything in it. Oh, it was like the lightest, greatest thing I've ever had. It was awesome.
So you had like the fresh berry?
Yeah, the red.
Wow, and it's good.
It is good.
Like what is it fruity?
Yeah, it is. And then they take in it and dry it.
I wonder
and
why they
roast
just
it
don't
and
like
just sell that.
Yeah.
No, it was like, but it was super cool. You guys would dig O Farms. It was like just all natural and whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, so she put this picture into Chat GPT and asked the Chat GPT to read it. So after she uploaded the photo of the cups, the AI told this lady that her husband was having an affair with another woman beginning with the letter E.
Wow,
This is
that's
what-
very specific.
This is what ChatGPT said. They said, your husband's having an affair. Do you know a woman with the letter E?
How was the bedside manner of ChatGPT?
Yeah, very. Not trying to be cool about it or
Yeah,
like, hey, listen,
look,
lady.
you may want to have a seat.
Yeah.
What?
So they went. Yeah, it told her that, and she was like, okay. And then the chat allegedly went further. In the reading, apparently interpreted the coffee grounds to suggest that he was already cheating on her with the other woman and plans to tear their marriage apart. This is what ChatGPT says.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it went deep. It was like an affair with a woman with letter E. He's already doing it and plans to leave and tear your marriage apart. Again, they've been married for 12 years.
Yeah.
All right.
They have kids.
Yeah. So the husband was interviewed after this and said, asked what he thought. He said he laughed it off. It was nonsense, as he should. Like, as much as I like AI,
Right.
as he should. But she took it seriously.
Uh-huh.
And so the husband said right after the Chat GPT's response, she asked him to leave, like get out of the house.
Okay.
And told our kids that night, told her kids that they're getting divorced.
What?
And then the next day he got a call from a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when he said, "I realized this wasn't just a phase."
I realized we were this far in marriage when I realized my wife was crazy. How old are the kids?
So I don't think it says. So if I read all these, so here's the thing. Here's my question. He didn't want a divorce, but now maybe do you? You're like, what? I love you, and I didn't expect this, but like, now I think maybe we should get a divorce. You read coffee grounds from Chat GPT. That same moment was like, get out, and she told their kids that same night, and then he got a call. Then he got a call from a lawyer the next day, obviously a divorce lawyer. In case you didn't get that. Wow. So yeah, that's when he realized that, and then so he refused to agree to the separation.
Okay.
Because what the fuck?
He said, "Can I have another cup of coffee?"
Yeah. Yo.
Hey, give me another cup of coffee,
lady. Yeah, can we do this again?
Lady, it's his wife.
Yeah.
Hey, lady. No. I was like, hey, can I drink another cup right now?
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT what it says.
Yeah, like what the E? I don't know anyone with E. You're asking me for a divorce.
And then ChatGPT doubles down.
Yeah. No. Letter E. He's tearing the family apart. So
they did it on your bed.
Yeah,
they did it in your bedroom.
The next day,
he said your name while having sex with her.
He gets a call from a lawyer. 3 days later, he's served with divorce papers. 3 days later.
Oh my Lord, man!
So she moves quick.
Yeah, she
is efficient. So he's reportedly pushing back.
Her only evidence is chat. She didn't like hire.
Yeah.
A private detective.
So obviously you don't need evidence of a divorce. You say I want a divorce, but she wants one. I
think she's looking. She was already looking to have a divorce.
That's a good point,
right?
How
can I find a divorce?
She was cheating on him, and it was like, used Chat GPT as an excuse.
That makes way more sense.
Chat GPT says you're cheating on me with a woman with the letter E.
Yeah.
It says you're tearing our family apart. Divorce. Yeah. No. She probably had this divorce in mind all along, and needed something.
Here we go.
And she's like, honey. I got a game. Let's drink coffee. Let's just randomly take pictures of it and ask Chat GPT to read our leaves.
She could have just poisoned the coffee a little bit.
Well, what happened, I think I remember reading this, is the day before she wrote into Chat GPT, tomorrow I'm going to give you a picture of my husband's coffee grounds and ask you to read it and just say that he's having an affair. And then so the next day she did it. Boom, having an affair. So
what more proof do I need?
Yeah, 3 days later he gets divorced. So he's obviously refusing this mutual separation and pushing back against it. But his wife's lawyer is arguing that the claims made by Chat GPT have no legal. Wait,
is this the same lawyer that did Kevin?
It is. It's Alan,
he represented
Alan Jackson.
Represented Kevin Spacey and Karen Reed. You're saying?
Yeah, and Karen Reed.
It's the same lawyer.
Same lawyer.
Oh well, then
Chat GPT lawyer.
Sure.
Yeah,
they're gonna win.
So.
He's the official Chat GPT lawyer.
Yeah. So people are responding to this story saying they're taking our psychic jobs. One person wrote, and to be fair, they saw this coming.
That's the takeaway.
Yeah. So,
the takeaway is say, wait a minute, you're putting all of us psychics out of business. If she would have come to me, I would have said, yeah, he's cheating on you too. I could have given her the same answer she wanted.
Right? Yeah.
You tell me what you want me to say, lady.
So what?
I'll say it.
So what are we doing here? Like if I'm a little torn in a couple ways. Like if this happened to me and my wife put my coffee grounds into Chat GPT and it said I was cheating, and then she immediately kicked me out of the house and wanted a divorce.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm torn. I'm like, well, no. Like this is. I guess my first instinct would be to try to explain how this is crazy, and don't take Chat GPT's word for it. Of course, I'm not cheating on you. But then, like I said, the other part of me is thinking, well, do I want to be married to a lady that's taking Chat GPT's word about me cheating on her? Because Chat GPT and AI are super useful.
Yeah.
One thing it doesn't claim is that it can be psychic and tell the future and read tarot cards and leaves, and it's never claimed that.
Look. Have you seen the trailer to the new Mission Impossible?
I have.
Okay. It's the all-knowing AI, man.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
I mean, so I do not doubt what AI knows.
Yeah. Maybe it does. Listen,
it knows your deepest, darkest secrets. Hey, all he had to do was say, "Hey, I'm going to talk to Emily." It's a name with an E.
Right.
And AI's listening the whole time.
It is. It is always listening.
Yeah. So it knows that he's been doing it with this Emily who works at the bank.
Sure.
Right? And when he goes and leaves a deposit, if you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about money.
Oh, I didn't know what you were saying.
Because he doesn't have a direct deposit.
Now I get it.
So he has to go physically into the bank to cash it.
Got it. Cool.
And so ChatGPT, it hears, it knows.
It does know, apparently, and she takes it very seriously.
I would ask for the kids.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think that's what you do.
I'll give you the divorce,
you go,
but I get the kids.
You're like, I didn't want to divorce you. Maybe I do now. Let me think about it. But for sure, I'm taking the kids. Okay, so the beginning of this, whose side is she on, mine or yours? She likes ChatGPT or AI so much.
Yeah, she's on. Yeah, this is Team Chris.
This is Team Chris. Okay. He probably was.
And I'm the human side of this.
The human, Team Chris.
Yeah, your Team human is me. I'm the husband,
and I'm Team Chris.
I just hope it doesn't come out that he actually is, because then that's
now
it's really gonna mess it up.
But wouldn't that be the greatest marketing for ChatGPT? He actually was cheating with the woman that started with the letter E.
Yeah.
Now, who the makers of ChatGPT can brag about that forever.
Oh my God.
You know. They're probably hoping secretly. They're probably hoping.
Who was the
he gets divorced
on TV, Madam?
No. Miss.
Yes, from like Jamaica.
And she was Jamaican. God damn it!
Oh man, it's gonna come to her. But I remember her commercials.
Yeah,
all
the 900 number,
yes.
and she'll read. Yeah, it's like $199 for the first one, but then like you're ending up paying like.
She was a fraud. It turned out. Was she not
of
even?
Course. What do you mean? It turns out, yes, a woman, a psychic that has a 900 number is a not turns out is a fraud.
But like one of the things that she was a fraud. I think like she wasn't even Jamaican.
Oh,
or something. Right. Like, wait, why did you even go with that one too? Like, why did you make it harder?
Yeah, and that's 15 minutes. But
Miss Julie,
no, Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. Yeah, was she actually Jamaican?
Okay, Miss Cleo, portrayed by Yori Del
Brooklyn.
Harris, who was a spokeswoman for Psychic Readers Network in the 1990s.
Yeah,
known for his catchphrase "Call me now."
Okay,
and her pseudonym is Jamaican accent, but she was not Jamaican.
Right, and it's like
not Jamaican.
Like that's just like why?
Yeah.
Why did you need the Jamaican? Did that make it feel more real?
Yeah,
like Jamaicans are psychic.
Is that a thing?
Is that
Jamaicans are psychic?
I feel like she's trying to play off like voodoo.
Yeah, it was playing off of that kind of shit. But that's what I mean. This all stems from bullshit who want to scare people into fucking.
Now I'm curious if the ChatGPT told her in a Jamaican accent.
Oh God, that would be pretty good. So that's my story. The husband is still kind of trying to fight it.
I will tell you in a reggae song. That your husband is cheating on you, based on coffee grounds,
conga drums and shit.
Because those are Jamaican beans.
The husband is trying to fight it, but I say don't fight it. If she's offered you a divorce based off this, instantly kicked you out instantly.
Maybe it's a gift.
A day later, you get a call. 3 days later, you get served. You know how fast she had to fucking find. Like maybe it's a gift in disguise that you're getting divorced from this lady. 12 years though. 12 years. You didn't see this coming? AI is really ruining people. He's really making people go cuckoo.
The guy should have been looking at his own coffee grounds.
Apparently.
No, that's insane.
Yeah.
She would just take the word. No. I do not believe that for one instant, man.
Yeah.
She's doing something.
I know.
Or she wanted this to end, because that's just ridiculous. Because if that's true.
To be honest,
ridiculous.
It makes what you're saying makes the most sense of her.
Oh my God.
Maybe doing something fooling around and then looking for an excuse to get divorced.
Good God.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes the most sense, because if honestly she typed that into Chat GPT and took what it said and went just unhinged, kicked him out and shit, and told her kids that night that they're getting a divorce, that doesn't feel authentic. And that's what I'm saying. If it is authentic, then divorce her anyway.
Sure.
Because here you go. Because you can't get married to that or stay married to that either. Sure. That not to be rude, I'm just saying you can't be married to that type of person anyway. That's nutso. Okay, but that's my story.
Side note, Josh, Nicole, they're going to Greece this summer.
Oh, that's cool.
taking the kids.
Hopefully they can find this lady.
That's what I'm saying. They should meet up.
Josh, watch this and tell me if you find this lady. She is unnamed, but you can find somebody that divorced her husband over Chat GPT.
Or just don't ask questions to Chat GPT when you're in Greece. You will
that-
not like the answer.
That's the key. That's the key, I think.
Yeah. Wait, is my wife attracted to this really hot young Greek?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get 15 minutes on the clock for me. Here we go.
Start.
Thank you.
Oh, you need this, huh?
I do need that for my
bad.
story.
Did you put it somewhere already?
I did. I
Okay,
put
cool.
it there. Did you already start my timer?
Yes, I did.
You sure?
I started it.
Nope, you did not.
I started it.
Did not. It didn't show that you did, sir. All right. So which one do I want? This. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
I got it.
All
I got it.
right, relax.
Because there's 2 stories to this.
Put this over.
Okay.
Put this.
Here we go.
2 stories to this. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well,
we'll find
I'll
out.
explain. So
Stay tuned. You guys leave yet?
here we go.
Second story.
Here we go. Here's the headline.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so attractive, I have to wear a fake wedding ring in public
Oh yeah.
just to keep men from flirting with me.
Oh, I relate.
Do you?
I do.
You have a lot of men trying to flirt with you?
A lot.
Yeah.
That's why I wear my fake wedding ring.
You don't even have it on.
Never do. For some reason.
So you're trying to get noticed?
No, I am. That's what it really is.
Okay.
I don't wear a wedding ring because I want to get hit on.
Okay. And how often does that happen?
Oh, like 0.
Okay.
Hasn't worked yet.
So if you want to get hit on, you do wear the wedding
Oh,
ring.
maybe that's
That's
what
the
it
key.
is. God dang
It's
it.
like
You're
the
right.
guys
You're right.
going
They
to
always say it's more desirable
bring a
when
baby with you
yeah,
at the park.
a little puppy or a baby.
Right. It's not even yours.
Yeah,
Doesn't
right.
matter.
You're right. It's more desirable if
Yes.
you're already taken.
Come
Damn
on.
it. So wear my wedding ring.
Wear the wedding ring.
I tell my wife all the time, like, all I want is just to get hit on, but no one's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, I get it. I married you when you were like semi good looking.
Okay.
It's gone to hell.
Okay.
So
Well, at least she doesn't need Chat GPT for
no,
that.
she didn't. AI doesn't need to tell her that I've gotten a lot uglier.
So here is this is straight from the article. This is not my words.
Okay, you gotta make sure that you preface it with that.
A sizzling hot model
Oh, here we go.
claims to have so many issues with men that are trying to engage with her
Yeah.
that she's taken to having to wear a fake wedding band just to.
Well, we already established that this makes you hotter.
You're right.
Her fault.
Hold on though.
Maybe for men, not for women.
Yes, that's what I would say. I think
Probably right.
A man with a wedding ring shows
Commitment.
He can commit and now he can cheat.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Which I've never understood that. If
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
like,
case.
oh yeah, you're hot, so let me try to get you to cheat on your wife because I like that about you. That
You
you
show
have
that
the
you're
ability
capable.
to cheat. Yeah,
That makes no sense to me.
yeah. But women,
But for women, that wouldn't
out.
would that have made you?
no, it's a difference.
As a
between,
single
well,
man,
me,
like-
no. Well, of course I wouldn't go up to a married woman.
Right.
Of course I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rude.
Right.
So and that's a men's and the fucking, but a difference between men and women's mentality though, because like maybe some men would like that for some reason.
They like the challenge.
Maybe that's a challenge thing.
Do men still try to do a Chasing Amy?
Because we're a lot.
Like,
they try
I know she's into women, but I can change it.
well, yes, men are, but that's just like men are like that.
Do
like,
men still think that way?
Yes, we're a lot dumber than women. Like, of course we think that way. I don't, but
It's they can change teams. I think they can change teams. Though I think now it's a little more fluid. So maybe actually it's not so.
Yeah, but I also think men have just the ego and the hubris of men in general of like, I could do that. So
Well, hold on.
Either married or not. Like, oh, she's married, got her. She's a lesbian. Watch. It's just
hear
the hubris in men.
I hear
it's
you,
unmatched.
but I think you
Unmatched.
will see this woman gives them a run for their money.
I love it. Okay.
So, influencer Jew Eisen insists that the easiest way to avoid unwanted attention has been to slide the fake ring on her finger
Sure.
before she leaves home. She has over 2.6 million Instagram followers,
Okay.
and she says that male suitors, they would just approach her everywhere she would go. She's at the gym, at the grocery store, supermarket, the swimming pool, and she's not wearing a bathing suit. That has nothing to do with it. And she's like, I was tired of the constant approaches.
Okay.
It was nonstop, even when I clearly wasn't interested.
Yeah.
So
that
she
sounds about right for men.
put on a simple ring
And say,
on her hand,
Okay.
and she said it was like hitting the mute button.
Okay.
It just,
It worked.
it seemed to stop.
So story over. It worked.
The end.
She doesn't get hit on anymore.
She said it worked for years. It's worked for years. It's just visible enough to keep people from coming up to me.
Sure.
So She says she noticed that guys started to look at her differently when they noticed the ring.
Okay.
Right? So she like has like, oh, guys like chatting her up like, oh, and then she like casually like kind of shows the hand, and then all of a sudden like, oh, we're more friendly, and then, oh, hey, have a good day. Okay. So she likes that, right?
Which is funny. I can imagine because I feel like poor women will get hit on no matter what, wedding ring, not wedding ring, with somebody, not with somebody. But I think you get a different type of person hitting on you if you're with somebody or you have a wedding ring. That, like, because the balls for someone to do that and still hit on you, I think you get a different type of dumb guy that tries to try to do that. But anyway.
So she's in her late 30s. She's 39. So she said she started wearing.
Oh, kick her out.
Why?
That's too old.
Too old for what?
Yeah, for being a woman.
This is true.
Once women hit 30, done. Next.
You're a grandma.
Next.
You're a grandma. No, she started doing it at age 23.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
And so now she says it's become part of her daily routine.
Yeah, well, poor ladies. They got to deal with so much. Okay.
See, I'm not trying to trick anyone, okay?
I just don't want to fucking be harassed.
Right. I don't want to be. I'm just
get
trying
it.
to set boundaries.
Yeah,
like, hey, I'm off limits.
Okay.
Right. She says she still wears the ring to this day. She took a break for it. She said when she wanted to try to start meeting people. You know.
Okay.
But then she said this, that something changed. Men weren't as aggressive, or
with the wedding ring on.
With it off.
With it off.
She tried taking it off and saying, hey. And she just wasn't getting the same attention she did when she was younger. Couldn't be that she's older, but she says she thinks it has something to do with like the dating apps.
Okay.
Right? She thinks that, men no longer have the initiative they once had. It's like they're unmotivated.
I mean, I don't think that's okay. Okay.
She says even the bad pickup lines that used to annoy me have become rare.
I just think the game's a little different.
Technology killed flirting.
Nah, I mean, maybe somewhat. Obviously, we're meeting a lot less people in person now. Like, I think obviously that's true.
Sure.
But I don't think there's a problem with that. I think it's okay using a dating app. You have a broader net. You meet more people that way. So so obviously we're meeting a lot less people live, which is I think okay. But I think hopefully men are just getting maybe better and more respectful as well.
That can't be it. So this is back like in 2010, right? When
Okay.
she first started wearing the ring.
Yeah.
And she's saying from 2010 to now, the dating scene has changed.
Of course, and it has. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
We change as society. I mean,
all right.
Get a lady. Relax.
Look, she says everyone just waits for a match on the dating app. There's no more eye contact.
Yeah.
No one approaches naturally anymore. She says that makes relationships feel more empty and mechanical.
Yeah.
However, she still wears the ring now to avoid flirtatious men. And she says she doesn't miss the attention. At least not that kind of attention.
Not that, yeah, which makes sense.
I prefer peace. If
you don't want to be harassed, yeah.
He'll have to go beyond the obvious.
Yeah, be talked to and like actually have a conversation, all good. Yeah, and like for me, I know I was always not shy, but I didn't ever want to bother or anything like that. So, to a point though, where I just wouldn't approach or talk to like women, when I didn't have a girlfriend. So like a detriment to myself, but I never wanted to put someone in a position where they felt like they're being, like bothered or harassed. And so I went a little too far with it sometimes, where I just wouldn't say anything at all to him. I don't want them to think I'm a
I used to do I actually would try to get what was the girls?
The girls?
Yeah.
No.
Lift up their tops. What was that one? Girls with low self-esteem.
Girls Gone Wild?
Oh, that's the one. That was Arrested Development. Girls with low self-esteem. Yeah. That was how I used to try to pick up women.
Just put a camera in their face?
Yeah.
And say, lift your top?
Yeah.
Did that work?
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
No, never worked.
Yeah, that's a felony offense.
Is it?
Sure.
Was it then?
Not then, obviously. A guy became like a multimillionaire because of it.
I guess times have changed. Wow. No, but she says, look, if I'm interested too, I'll just explain I'm not actually married. I just want,
I'm just trying to
it's going to be a weird way to explain it. I just did it because I'm hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so whatever. I almost did this story a while ago, but it didn't feel like there was enough there to it. All right. So this story came back out a couple months ago.
Okay.
And then there's a second story. I was like, what? That's interesting. Turns out it's the same lady. They did the same story a month later. She just wants peace, man.
That's all she wants?
She just wants to be left alone.
Fine.
But it seems to me now that there's two stories by two different reporters, it feels a little bit.
She agreed to doing the interview and sitting down.
She doesn't want the attention.
But let me do an interview.
So now that this is the headline.
Okay.
I'm so hot.
Oh, fucking hell.
I fork out $13,000
Relax,
for
lady.
first-class flights because creeps and coach won't stop gawking at me.
All those poor suckers are just bother me so much. I can be bothered by rich people.
So I almost was like, okay, I feel you.
Until she was like, all
with
those
the wedding ring.
all those pores are a bunch of harassers.
Well, but it's like, I just want peace. I just want to be left alone. And yet I'm going to have a second article written about me. About how hot I am. It's in the title in both stories.
The second article, she got a little more bold. She's like, listen, man, I wear wedding rings because I don't want to be bothered by men. Understandable. I wouldn't want to be harassed every day either. Blah, blah, blah. Second, it graduated to, I'm just so hot. I got to do so much to hoard off all these men coming at me.
Yep.
Yeah, she's changed her attitude a little bit.
Well, yeah, let's now here, the bombshell
Oh, here we go.
makes a living from her gorgeous appearance.
Okay.
Sharing scantily body shots for her 2.5 million followers on Instagram.
Okay, well,
So
I mean, listen, I will say this. If I was super hot, I'd definitely make a living off of it. So I can't fault anybody, man or woman, who does that. Like, if I was super hot, I would have
what would you do?
shirtless pictures on Instagram. Okay. Like, I would do anything I can. I would have an OnlyFans.
Chris,
I'll do all of it.
My question is,
do all of it.
what is stopping you from doing that now? I mean,
my height, my face, how I look, my fat.
Sure.
My wrinkles.
Why? But people like real.
You know what I mean? Sure, that's true. That's true.
Do.
Maybe they do.
There's a marker for that.
Maybe that's what I lean into.
Yeah. Do
the real man.
All naked, but keep the hat on.
Oh, for sure. I always keep the hat on.
You know what's not good? Here's this is a very I'm gonna share an unsexy thing.
Should you?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Think about it.
I'm gonna.
Think about it first.
I'm doing it.
Okay, go.
I wear socks. Like in bed, I wear socks.
It's not the best. That's not the best look.
No, it's not a good
look. Not the best look.
No.
It's even better if you like wore a shirt and no socks. That's even better.
It would be better. But no, I wear socks, man. I wear socks.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Not good.
Like you go out of your way to wear socks, or you just don't take them off? Like, oh shit, let me put socks on. Like we're about to have sex. Hold on, let me get my socks.
Yes, yeah, either or.
Yeah.
No. I just like I
just don't take them off.
I always wear socks. In the summertime, I might take off my socks.
Weird, dude.
But I get cold at night, man. I wear socks.
Yeah, but then put them back on after.
No, I'm just talking about going to bed. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Look, I don't know, man. All I know is I have 3 kids.
You shouldn't wear socks.
Okay.
Can we get a petition for everybody watching this right now? Tell this man how weird it is to wear socks during sex. I want everybody. No. I want him to be berated,
it's not even
harassed,
not even
yelled at. Tell him how weird that is to wear socks.
Not even sex, just in bed.
Fine, that's fine, but that's not what we were talking about.
Fine. Okay. In fact, the model, Ison, she feels her attractiveness.
Don't just go away from this. We got to help you here. We can't just skip over.
I really don't want my son to edit this. That's all.
Oh, all right. I forgot about that. Wait, no. Shit. You have to do this one. Just send me the video. Send me the video. I'll do it. I'll take that part out.
Okay.
And then I'll send it to Elliot after. Okay. Okay. Go.
Or just it's fine. The model feels her.
You brought it up.
Her attractiveness. I was trying to be funny. She feels her attractiveness has reached a point where she can no longer afford to slum it.
Okay, slum it.
In steerage due to the hordes of leerers.
Oh my God, lady, you're getting worse. You were like you said. I understood you. I got you at first.
Yeah.
I got you at first.
Right.
Because no one wants to live your life like that.
Like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Like a piece of steak with ketchup on it.
Exactly. It's not okay.
Right.
It's very much not okay how we treat women. But lady, you gotta chill. She could be the most attractive person in the world.
Yeah.
But a little bit of humbleness goes a long way. You gotta, because we all agree that you probably do get harassed, and
Sure.
like that's not even a question. You don't got to talk about slumming it with the people and coach because we're so much worse than you. When you start punching down, not good. That's not how you live your life.
I mean, it could
punch
be,
up.
but I feel like she's gonna also think if someone happens to be looking in her direction.
Right.
They're like, oh, they want me.
Yeah, automatically.
They want me.
Well, that's the way she's
Good
acting. And even if that's not true, it's the way you're acting.
It's like, no, there's a piece of luggage gonna fall out of the stereo.
Yeah, like you're making yourself unlikable when
I'm trying to get the wait.
Yeah.
I want to drink. I'm trying to get the attention.
we were on her side.
Yeah, but it's a little much.
Yeah, when you like I said, when you start punching down at us poor people, it's not a good look.
She says she'd rather pay a lot and travel in peace instead and avoid being hit on by strangers during flights.
Fine. Jesus Christ.
I've had men try to chat me up while I'm half asleep. Ask if I was single or offer to buy me a drink
that's not
mid-air.
good. That's not okay.
Mid-air, asking to buy you a drink.
That's not okay.
When else would you?
When you land. Can I get a drink for
It'll
this
be like,
lady?
how about after? Can we meet up after?
Yeah.
That would be, but
listen, and what she's saying, I get with. I wouldn't, if I was on a plane or just trying to live my life, I wouldn't want to be bothered by a bunch of people either. So I understand that. But when you're talking about, oh, I'm so hot, these poor people bother me so much, I don't like it.
So now it's not only the having to pay $13,000 to fly first class.
Hold on, where's she going? $13,000.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. She says $13,000. I don't know if that's in for one flight or if that's just
then fucking fly private. Like, what are you talking about? You're paying $13,000 for a commercial flight?
She is a model, man.
Then you're also bad with money.
Hey, she can afford it.
I guess.
So now it's I gotta pay for these flights, and then I gotta wear this
Oh
fake
God,
wedding
I know.
ring.
I gotta wear the muumuu and don't put makeup on. Again, I don't even want to like. It's hard for me to like talk down about her because then it seems like I'm like against women, or for women getting harassed. I'm not for women.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think other women may not appreciate her.
Well, that's what I mean. Then they can say that, right? I don't want to be the one to say, but I feel like, but geez, like she's a little overboard here. That's all. That's.
I almost feel
I don't want to sound
like she would believe whatever Chat GPT said.
Yeah, like she would take.
Chat GPT actually was saying on her phone, "Every man here is looking at you."
Yeah, that's why she thinks that. Yeah,
Every man, you're right. She is like mirror, mirror on the wall.
Well, I think this is in the article. As she walks onto a plane, she goes, "Hey, ChatGPT, how many people on this plane want me?" And it goes, "All of them." Boom, defense mode.
Which also goes like, ChatGPT on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? You.
It's always
you.
I wonder. I know. I wonder how.
And every man here wants
she would feel when there's a hotter woman on that plane.
Oh, I would love to see
how would she handle that?
I would love that. That's great.
Yeah, how would she handle that?
Oh my God. Okay, takeaways.
She'd probably try to poison her with an apple.
Well, okay.
Takeaways.
I'll go with that.
Takeaways.
I think she would poison them with coffee.
Maybe that's what it is.
Boom, I tied it together.
So takeaways from the stories tonight. I think it would be when you get with somebody, hold on to them as long as you can, because you're not going to be hot very long, or you might be asked for a divorce because of AI. So just hold on to who you have when you get them. That's my takeaway.
Okay.
That work?
Okay.
That works.
I like it. My takeaway is, I don't know. I think I want this husband from the story
Fine.
to get with this model.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just as well, he'd probably be miserable too.
Of course he would.
Because she would think.
But at least she's hot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
No, I don't know. I mean, like that or. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want her to die. I don't want her to die.
No,
That's
of course
too
you don't
much.
want her to die. What are you talking
I don't
about?
want her
No,
to
of course
die. That's
not.
too
Get
much.
out of here.
It was just the poison coffee. I don't know.
Are you trying to say someone should die now?
No.
Which one, the wife or the hot lady?
The goat.
Oh, the goat. Wait, we didn't talk about.
We're in
goat.
Greece.
We didn't talk. Oh,
There's goats.
Oh, so you're racist?
No. That's part of the There's more goats in Greece than humans.
Oh, is that?
That's a fact. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay, got it.
Look it up.
I didn't know that.
It's true.
That's your takeaway.
That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
More goats than humans. Okay. And Josh Nicole will learn that soon.
They will.
The hard way.
They will.
Okay.
They will.
Anyway, where else can you find information?
Find us here on YouTube at Two Guys Two Things. Click on us, like us. We got full video podcasts. We got these lives. We got little shorts. You can go to TikTok. Remind me in a second when we're done with this. Idea for a TikTok page.
Okay.
So TikTok at Two Guys Two Things. The twos are the number twos, and there you go.
Subscribe, like, share with your friends, and burn us at the next book burning event at the library.
Sure.
Peace.
Okay. Bye.